Good morning. Welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. I'm Tiki Rick. Thank you guys for joining me today on this adventure. I'm going to try and get the elusive and very hard to get breakfast chimichanga this morning. It is 8:25 a.m. right now. Those chimichangas are very hard to get. They sell out really, really quickly. I checked last time and they were sold out by 8:50 in the morning. So I don't know how long you really have. I guess it depends on the day and it depends on the morning. So fingers crossed, hopefully today's my day. If I don't end up getting that chimichanga, I guess I'll go to Maurice's Treats. I wanted to try that blueberry cheese Danish. It's a cream cheese blueberry filled Danish that they have that's new. So we'll see. That'll be my contingency plan if this plan doesn't work out. I'm here today at the Disneyland Resort as usual, and the crowds are in full force. It is the season for summer crowds now. I have never seen the security line as long as I've seen it this morning. It was crazy. It was seriously so long. It was bottlenecked even to get around the green fencing if you come in from the harbor side. I did come in from the Toy Story lot today, and the line was really long over there. There was a lot of people, more than usual, but it did go really quickly and efficiently, so I'm surprised at how quick it went. We actually went to the furthest line all the way down, and we ended up only waiting about 5 minutes, where other lines probably were about 15-minute wait. The waits here look like they could be up to 30 minutes to get through security, so it's the start of the summer season, you can definitely tell, but it doesn't feel like summer. Normally towards June, the end of May, it's really hot. Today is set to be 70 degrees. It's still 60 degrees this morning. It's really chilly. I don't know why I looked at my watch to check the weather. The weather's not on my watch. I don't know why I did that. That was just a weird force of habit. Anyways, I digress. But yeah, the weather right now is probably about 60 degrees. It's not very hot. It's not set to be hot this whole week. It's actually like a high of 65 degrees is supposed to be the high on May 30th, which is the last day of Splash Mountain being open. So if you want to ride it, bring a poncho because it's not going to warm up. Your clothes are not going to dry. You'll get soaking wet and you'll stay wet for the day because it's cold enough. So let's go see what else we can get into today. I'll grab some lunch somewhere, maybe ride some rides. We will probably watch one of the bands as I always do, probably the Five and Dime and the Disneyland band at least. And we'll just see what else we can do today. Come along with me on this adventure. I invite you to join me, and we will just have a little Disneyland day, an adventure at Disneyland as we always do. Come along with me. Alright, I feel accomplished already and I haven't even had a bite. I did successfully get the breakfast chimichanga. I went to Ship to Shore this morning. Now I had been waiting because Ship to Shore was under refurbishment for about a month, back in April, maybe into May a little bit. So they haven't been reopened for that long, but that whole month I was wanting to get the breakfast chimichanga, so I was checking to see when they would be open after the refurbishment. And there was no reopening date, so I've been trying since last week to get them, but like I said, they're very elusive and hard to get. It's like catching a legendary Pokemon. I mean, you gotta get it right at the right time. If you're not here early enough, they'll sell out. Sometimes if you are here early, they still sell out. So the line was kind of long this morning. I waited about 10 minutes. And you do get two options. They'll offer you one vegetarian and they'll offer you one with bacon and sausage in it. But it comes with both bacon and sausage. So I went with the bacon and sausage one. So I'm really excited to try this out this morning. I haven't even taken a bite, so we'll get into that. And they don't mention it, but you definitely should ask for the salsa. It comes with this really nice salsa verde, and it comes with a huge, generous portion of salsa verde. It looks like a nice fresh made salsa, so I'm really excited for that. It's not a salsa that comes in the packet. I'm not a huge fan of the La Victoria picante sauce that comes in the packets. It's better than nothing, but this is definitely better than that. So make sure to ask for the salsa. It's $1.50 extra for that. It's $6.49 for the breakfast chimichanga itself. And they do serve coffee there, so I got a coffee. They didn't have any brewed, so I did have to wait for another 10 minutes. So all in all, it was about a 20-minute process, and my chimichanga is a bit soggy now since I waited there for about 20 minutes, but that's not going to be too bad. The outer side is still crispy. It's just soggy on one side, so hopefully it's still okay. And then I just got myself a Topo Chico as a little treat this morning. I like seltzer water, so it's just nice to have a little bubbly seltzer water in the morning. All right, so let's give this a try and see how it is. I already put a nice bunch of salsa on there. I like having lots of salsa in every bite. See, this part's still crunchy, but this part on over here is really soggy. So I can see potatoes, sausage, bacon, eggs, and cheese in there. So let's give it a try. I'm excited. Right away I can see what all the fuss is about. This is excellent. This is absolutely delicious. So the shell is still crunchy, luckily, on the one side. I actually kind of like the side that's soggy too. It gives it a little bit of a contrast. You get the crunch and then you get the softness of the other side of the tortilla. The salsa verde itself is fantastic. Really, really good, really flavorful. I'm getting citrus flavor. I'm getting the tomatillo in the salsa verde. It tastes like a roasted tomatillos. Maybe a little bit of garlic in there too. Maybe some onion. But it's really, really flavorful. Probably has jalapeno or serrano peppers. Maybe something even a little spicier than that. It's pretty much at a medium hot level. If you're spice adverse, you're not gonna really care for this salsa. It's not super hot. I wouldn't say the salsa's hot, but it's definitely a medium hot level. It does have a good kick to it. Has a really nice kick to it. And it has a lot of flavor. I'm really surprised. Give that another bite here. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant at first, and this is hyped up a lot. Sometimes if you get your expectations too high, you're in for a little bit of a letdown. You're in for some disappointment. My expectations were definitely not too high. I had high expectations, but this lives up to it. This is absolutely fantastic. You get a good amount of filling in there. There's a generous portion of potatoes, eggs, bacon. It's definitely a generous portion for one person though. I think this would fill you up. It's a good sized burrito. It's not quite as big as the burrito from the Galactic Grill, or actually I think the burrito at the Cappuccino Cart in California Adventure is a little bit bigger than this too. But this is absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend this. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10 for sure. You get big chunks of sausage. You don't get as big of chunks of bacon. The sausage is definitely more prominent than the bacon. The bacon is little tiny fine diced cubes. Every once in a while you get a little piece in there. But the sausage, let me show you. The sausage right there is in big generous portions. So at least, and there's another big piece there. Every bite you're getting a piece of sausage. There's a lot of potato, there's a lot of egg, so it's really well balanced. This is awesome. If you have a chance, go to Ship to Shore. Get here before 9 a.m. because when I checked by 9 a.m. they were sold out last time. They had plenty today. They had both the vegetarian and the regular one. So go to Ship to Shore. Definitely get this. It's a great way to start your day. And you can come over to Rancho del Zocalo like I did this morning. There's nobody here because the restaurant's not open, but you're more than welcome to still use their patio. So you'll see people passing through every once in a while, but you have the whole place to yourself for the most part. So go to Ship to Shore, get your breakfast, get your coffee, come over here, enjoy the nice music at Rancho del Zocalo, enjoy the morning. You can watch Big Thunder going by for the morning. It's not open right now. Big Thunder Mountain must be shut down for something, but normally you can see all the cars going by. You can see the one just sitting there behind me actually. I don't know why they're just stationary, but they must be having a problem opening the ride this morning. But yeah, this is a great place to start your day. It's a great place to grab breakfast. It's really quiet over here. You get a nice little subtle ambiance of the music loop that plays over here. This is awesome. You're definitely gonna enjoy your day if you start it like this. See how peaceful and tranquil it is in the morning here. And there's a water refill station over there too if you need one. Now I think I'm gonna go ride a ride before the lines get long. I noticed Pirates and Haunted Mansion are both still 10-minute waits right now. So yeah, let me go ride one of those.
Sing it!
by the time this is posted, it'll be May 29th. So you have the 29th and the 30th. Tomorrow will be your last chance to ride Splash Mountain if you want to ride it one last time, like these people are. Last chance tomorrow. Alright, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a 5-minute wait. I love this ride. I love that the Sherman Brothers did the music for it. And Winnie the Pooh, how can you go wrong with that? I mean, that's just a good time. It's a good dark ride, so let's go ride that. Now I'm going to take a quick lap on the Disneyland Railroad. We'll probably just go the full loop around, so come along with me for that. So that was really fun and relaxing. I actually ended up doing a loop and a half on the train. I sat there for a good 45 minutes. It was really nice, but those seats start to get pretty uncomfortable after 45 minutes on a hard wooden bench. I'm going to do the monorail now in Tomorrowland. I hopped off, and I'm going to get off in downtown Disney. I might look at some of the shops in downtown Disney, and then I'm going to head over to California Adventure, and I'm going to try the new coffee cake that's at the Cappuccino Cart. And I'm going to get a double shot of espresso there, so come along with me for that. It'll be nice. It's still kind of cloudy and cool, so the espresso will warm me up, and that coffee cake will be a good treat, so let's go do that. Alright, so I'm on the monorail now. I'm just going to hop off on downtown Disney stop, so I'll be there in just a minute. Downtown Disney, and I noticed that the Jazz Kitchen's Beignets Expressed is finally open. So this is the to-go section if you want just beignets. This is the first day I'm seeing it open. I know it was closed the other day, so very cool. Alright, so I took the monorail over to California Adventure, and I got myself a espresso. Just a little double shot of espresso, nothing fancy, nothing added. Just straight espresso the way I like it. And I got the coffee cake to try. This has the cinnamon streusel on top. Now they label it as a bundt cake, and you can see it was made in a bundt pan, but it looks like it spills over the top quite a bit, so it's kind of hard to recognize. It doesn't look anything like it did in the picture. It actually looks better than it does in the picture, so I'm delighted by that. Let's get a little bite here with some frosting on it. There we go. Let's give that a try. I absolutely love coffee cake. There's a lot of the cinnamon streusel there. Who doesn't love a good streusel on top of a pastry? That's hard to beat. I mean, coffee cake is honestly one of my favorite desserts of all time. So I have a weak spot for this. I would rate this 9 out of 10 easily would get this again. I wish they actually had this year round at the coffee cart. I would definitely make this part of my regular repertoire, but it's really moist. It's a little bit cool because they keep it in the cooler. I actually like that it's cold. And in the middle there, I'll show you, there's quite a few pieces of the cinnamon streusel actually baked into it itself, and that's really nice. It adds a really nice contrast to the plain cake, to the vanilla cake itself, because you're getting within each bite. See, I'll show you there. Every bite has a lot of that cinnamon streusel, not just on the top. Very moist. That is fantastic. I would absolutely get this again. Definitely recommend this, especially for the price. It was like $6. Really good. Highly recommend this. This is a good place to chill too. Now, I do have a complaint. It's a critical feedback. I don't think Disney should take away the tables that are usually around this whole section. There's usually the tables to stand at during the Food and Wine Festival. I think they bring them for other festivals too. But when it's a non-festival time, they get rid of all the tables. So I'm here, I got you guys on a trash can actually, the way they do it in Walt Disney World during their festivals. I really wish they would set those tables up year round though. It'd be really helpful to have tables in this section and, you know, be able to take a load off and sit. So that's just the one thing. This is a great area to hang out. There are some benches, but ironically some of the benches actually face that way towards Little Mermaid. And wouldn't you want to be facing this way to enjoy the view while you eat? I mean, look at that view. That's a great view to enjoy. You know, you can just sit here and enjoy your coffee cake, and take it all in. Awesome, though. Definitely recommend this. I got to get some real lunch, so I'm not going to eat this whole thing right now. But this is a great little snack. I'll take a couple more bites for my snack. So I went to Earl of Sandwich for lunch, and there's no seating at Earl of Sandwich. There's a lot of tables over there, but that is a busy restaurant. Those tables are usually taking it up. It is right at noon, so it is the middle of lunchtime, so it's pretty much their busiest part of the day. I definitely recommend going to Earl of Sandwich now that we have it back. It's the first stop right in the Esplanade. It's really easy to get to. You don't have to travel far. You don't have to take the monorail. You just walk right out the gates of Disneyland or DCA, and it's the first restaurant that you'll see right there. And they do have the sit-down location now too, the tavern. They have the tavern as well that you can eat at. I like just the to-go section though. I think the to-go section is great. So I got the holiday turkey. It comes with the stuffing, the cranberry sauce, really good smoked turkey. I'm not always a big fan of turkey as lunch meat. It's one of my least favorite cold cuts just because turkey can be so bland, it can be so plain. This is not bland. This is not plain at all. It has a really nice smokiness to it. And it's not like an oven roasted turkey or anything like that. It's a smoked turkey that adds a lot of flavor. It's not just there. It definitely is present and provides a good amount of flavor. And it combines really well with the stuffing and the tartness of the cranberry sauce. I think that's my favorite part. And they do take annual pass holder discounts, the Magic Key discount. So this came to $8 and some change. And I usually split this with someone else too. You can't eat the whole thing. It's a big portion for one person. It's a good sized portion for one person. It'll fill you up. But if you want a lighter snack, you want to try more things like I do throughout the day, then you can definitely split this with someone. It comes cut in half, so they make that easy to do. All right, so let's give that a bite and we'll see how that is. It is very messy to eat. Make sure you get lots of napkins. You can see the mayonnaise and the cranberry sauce and everything spilling out the sides. It will get everywhere, so be very careful when you eat it. So good. And honestly, it's got a bit of a nostalgic feel for me. The stuffing is perfect. I actually really like box stuffing. This tastes just like Stouffer's or Mrs. Cubenson. It tastes like a box stuffing, and I have no complaint. I prefer that over a homemade stuffing, just because of the nostalgic factor of it. A lot of us grew up eating. A lot of us grew up eating box stuffing, so we're used to that flavor. And then you get the tartness of the cranberry sauce, and it balances so well with the smokiness of the turkey. It's awesome. The mayonnaise is really not needed. I'm a fan of mayonnaise. I'm not one of those people that don't care for mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise. Pretty much the more mayonnaise, the better for me. But I don't think this needs mayonnaise. Everything is sliding out and sloshing out the sides. I think there's too much wetness. There's a certain point where a sandwich can definitely be too moist, and I think this is right on that line. It's right there. The moisture it's not wet, it's not too moist, but it's right at that point where it almost doesn't need the mayonnaise. I think next time I'd ask for no mayonnaise and just see how I like that instead. But it's awesome. One of their best points there is their bread. Their bread is fantastic. It comes out hot and soft. It's nice and toasty on the outside. You get a crisp on the outside. They brown it on the edges too, but you get the softness of the bread on the inside too. So it's a great, great lunch. I'm in the world of Disney. This is the new collection here for the Disney decades. This is actually the Shaggy Dog. That's a big throwback there. If you guys haven't seen the Shaggy Dog, that's the one with Fred McMurray. Wow, deep dive. And then these are really cool. I noticed these 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ears. They got the monster on it and the Nautilus there on the left side. And then you have the Cinderella Loungefly here. You have this pin with Humphrey the Bear. You have this with Clarabelle and Horace Horsecollar and Steamboat Willie. So this wasn't in the collection the other day. This is a new edition, part of the Pride collections. Belong, Believe, Be Proud. That's cool. $29.99 for the tank top. They're playing like an instrumental version of Pink a Night. When Can I See You Again? I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. Isn't that Owl City? I think it was Owl City. Anyways, they got this Rubik's Cube that I've had my eye on. It's really cool. Can you guys do a Rubik's Cube? I don't know if I can anymore. $19.99 for the Rubik's Cube. $79.99. It's the Part of Your World, the new live action Ariel Spirit jersey. This is awesome. I love it. It's all sparkly on the back there on the wording. There's what the print looks like. Pretty good job. True to form. Very cool. And the front says Ariel, and it's got a silhouette that sparkles. All right, well, as always, thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you had some fun today. I had a lot of fun, as I always do. I wish the cloudy weather would stick around. I'm not ready for the heat of summer, but this week has been a nice treat with the cloudiness. So I know a lot of people don't like it. They think it's icky weather, but I really enjoyed it. And it makes it a lot easier to walk around the park and get things done. So I'm liking this before the heat of summer. Just snacked on things for lunchtime. And one of those snacks was my half Earl of Sandwich. That was awesome. The turkey holiday is an awesome sandwich. You get the stuffing and the cranberries in there. That was really good. And I watched the Five and Dime. I just had fun today. I rode the train. I went on the monorail. It was an awesome Disney day, as it always is. All right, well, until next time, the next adventure, I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.